The single best way to skyrocket your win rate is using time inside your trading. That means only executing when your trade appears inside one of the kill zones. And in this video, I'm gonna break down what the kill zones are, how to combine the kill zones with news trading like NFP and CPI, and how to put all this together to take the highest probability trades. We are in episode 7 of the trader pyramid in the technicals layer. No time to waste. Let's go. Profitable trading uses both time and price. Here on this channel, I cover price all day. Different value gaps, the order blocks, the entry models. But this is the time part of time and price. And honestly, using time fixed most of my problems when I was still losing. So if your setup was fine and you still got stopped out, check again if it maybe was not just a wrong time. When trading futures, there are 4 types of kill zones. We have the Asian session, the Asian kill zone. It's from 8 p.m. to midnight. That is all in New York time, EST. We have the London session from 2 to 5. The New York AM session is the New York Open. So for Forex from 7 till 10. For indices from 8:30 to 11. And the PM session is from 1:30 to 4 p.m. And you've probably seen this schematic already, but how to use it. If you want to trade the dollar pairs on futures, you can use this side of the schematic. If you want to use the indices like NASDAQ, ES, YM, here is where you need to take your entries. And the highest probability windows, the silver bullet windows, is for London session between 3 and 4. For New York AM from 10 till 11. That's why we have the 10 a.m. game. If you go back to episode 1 of this mentorship, you see that is why the 10 a.m. game is so powerful. And 2 to 3 is for the PM session. And most entries just form in this high probability window. And what you will see is that if you trade outside of these windows, that your win rate will just go down. And you don't want that. You also need to pair the asset with the specific kill zone. For the Asian session, the JPY pairs move to the cleanest, AUD and NCD. And for the indices, you can trade the Nikkei in the Asian session. Why? Because pairing the asset with the region it comes from, it will give the cleanest move because the most volume is there. For London session in Europe, Euro and GBP. And for the indices, you can use the DAX, the JR40 and the UK 100. And for the New York Open, NASDAQ, ES, YM, and of course USD and CAD. That is why the 10 a.m. game is for NASDAQ, ES and YM. That does not mean that in the New York Open, these do not move. They will, but their main time of movement is in their own kill zone. And if you struggle with marking out the kill zones on your chart, there's an indicator who fixes this. If you go to indicators and type in ICT kill zones and pivots from Trade for All, if you click on that, then these boxes will appear. And if you double click on the settings, here you can adjust everything you need. So you can just pause the video now and screenshot this. You can copy my settings for indices, for futures with the New York Open. If you want to switch to the Forex side, you can add the London close and you can change this from 7 a.m. till 10. And on top of taking your trades inside a kill zone, you need to take news into account, the red folders. And here's a very simple approach to not get stopped out by news events. If you want the highest win rate, don't trade before news. Just don't do it because price accumulates and manipulates before news or the ranges, and it's just low probability, especially for the 3 big boys. That is NFP, non-farm payroll, CPI, and FOMC, the interest rates. During news events, don't do it. Why? You don't know what the news event will bring. So you're basically gambling. You have no idea on the direction or the candle size. And this is, of course, why prop firms ban it. On most prop firms, you cannot trade during those big red folders. So that's why if there's a news event, a big red folder, just wait. Trade after. Because the market then shows its hand, it will show you, hey, was this a manipulation or a distribution? Does it sweep the liquidity or just starts the expansion? And there comes the A+ setups. And in a later video in this mentorship, I'm going to show you exactly how these different news events can create different types of structures. That episode is called Time and Price. If you go to forexfactory.com, it will show you the exact news events. If this doesn't show up, you need to click here on this week. And then on the right side here, there's a green button. You can filter on the red folder, the orange folder. And I always do the red folder and the gray folders. Gray folders are bank holidays. And you can turn off and off the currencies. Let's say you want to do everything only red folders. Then the time of the recording is June. So you'll see that we have CPI week. That means I did not trade before CPI on Wednesday. For futures, most of the time it's just USD pairs. So you can just turn it off and just only do USD. So you know exactly for NASDAQ when to trade and when not to trade. And it also means as part of your daily routine, you need to know what news events are occurring on the day you are trading. Thinking about the kill zone rule, that if your structure appears outside of a kill zone, it is most likely not trustworthy and most likely not going to hold. If we look at this exact schematic, There is a liquidity sweep, there's aggressive sells, aggressive buys, there's an inversion for value gap, there's a for value gap, and it's at 9 a.m. And you might wonder, well, this is inside the New York kill zone, right? But if you've been trading NASDAQ for a while, you know that if you trade NASDAQ, and it's the example on NASDAQ, NASDAQ moves after the New York Open, 9:30 a.m. EST. So that means you need to wait for structure to appear after the open. Because if you look at the same structure, you will see that that liquidity sweep we saw did not hold. We have another sweep when after the open. Liquidity sweep, then we had the market structure shift and left a for value gap, and it gave the entry. And it's the exact same structure, but now in the correct time. It's after the New York Open. So every time you see a high or a low or a structure in general, not on the correct time, just don't trust it yet and wait a little bit longer for the market to show its hand. So the key takeaways for trading kill zones. You have 4 sessions: Asia, London, New York AM, and New York PM. You need to know when each one runs and only trade inside them. Pair the asset with the kill zone. So the JPY pairs are in Asia, Euro and GBP are in London, USD and CAD are in New York, just like NASDAQ, ES, and YM. And if you want to trade news profitably, you need to know how Forex Factory works, and just don't trade before it. Let the news push give you the exact information you need. And if you use a time filter in your trading, your win rate will just be so much higher because you just wait for the structure to form inside the correct time, and then you can trust it way more. And that means when you execute inside the correct time with the correct structure, your trade will go to your profit targets way more often than if you don't do that. So master the time and the price will follow. It will fall into place. And now you build the 7th layer of the trader pyramid inside the technicals. If you got value from this video, make sure you share it with a trading friend and hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on to not miss out on any of the 35 episodes of this mentorship. The PDF, the slides of this episode are inside the description and also inside the free Discord together with daily outlooks, more free education. So make sure you check it out as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.